My name is Keith Vogt. I'm running for the position on Moorhead School Board, District 152.
Okay. What are the most important issues in your race?
Yeah, I think the most important issue is to stop being reactive to mental health. We need to do a better job getting proactive. It's a problem we've ignored ultimately for too long, and it's gotten to where it is right now. And we really need to get to the root of the problem. As a district, I feel we're unable to provide appropriate and adequate resources for mental health related issues. And unfortunately, it's not a problem unique to Moorhead. Mental health issues affect students' ability to learn. And when that happens, then schools have a responsibility to act and to look at solutions. So some of the core values that Moorhead believes in that are straight out of the mission statement, Moorhead Area Public Schools is committed to education and the well-being of each student, as one of them. Another one is creating a positive learning environment that values children and youth. Third one, supporting all learners. Seeking continuous improvement and planning for the future. And the last one that applies to mental health is advocating for children and youth within our community and district. So I think all those wrap around the mental health issue. And currently we're just really, really short of those resources. And we need more people to tackle that problem. Because of the limited resources, and they're currently vastly outnumbered. On the staffing plan for 2018-2019, I pulled some numbers. The Moorhead population is around 7,000 students. We're just shy of that in grades K through 12. And our current counselor ratio, we have 16 total counselors, and that's a ratio of 437 to 1. So the American School Counselor Association recommends a caseload of around 150. So we're almost double that. The school nurses, similar situation. We have 6 different sites and locations in Moorhead. There's 4 elementary schools, a middle school, and a high school. And we have 3 school nurses. So if you figure that ratio out, it's over 2,033 to 1 ratio. And the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommends 1 nurse for every 750 students. So again, we're kind of overtaxed and overburdened with those resources. And I understand it's not necessarily schools' responsibility to take care of all the needs of the students, but when those needs affect learning, and that's what the schools' systems are set up to do, we need to meet that challenge head on.
Okay. How would you address these issues?
Well, I think mental health, once you catch it and treat it early enough, as long as there's enough resources available, you have the tools to do that. So in order for us to maximize learning and caring and ultimately the well-being of our students and staff, we need to do a better job of that. Once you learn and take care of yourself, you'll find joy and happiness, and then you're able to take care of others as well. When we empower our teachers, they'll have less classroom interference, less distractions, and that'll result in more classroom time for them to do what they do best, ultimately teach. This will also enable our kids to take control of their learning and keep them accountable for their success. So I realize there's an underlying cost to this. It doesn't come free, of course, but we need to look at this objectively, and students' best interest needs to be kept at the forefront. And with that being said, I want to continue to hear feedback from others and reach out for solutions to this problem and try to create a plan that will help resolve this issue. So a rising tide lifts all boats, and we need to be the tide to lift up our students.
What differentiates you from your opponents, and why should someone vote for you?
I have a passion for the school district. I want to continue my active involvement. I served as PTAC president at Ellen Hopkins last year. I've served on, and I'm currently serving on multiple other school committees. I have a very unique perspective. I'm the only school board candidate that has run the last 3 years. So I know everybody on the board. I've gotten to know them. I've attended meetings, and they were all candidates, of course, like I am. I'm not a teacher or an educator, but I do feel that my volunteer work within the schools, as well as the perspective that I bring, I have a technology background, and I think the school board is made up of a group of people that make up a team, and I think that's something that unique that I could bring to the school board. And I just bring that fresh outside view of the schools. I'm going to continue to work hard with building out my network and growing my relationships within the community. And I'm going to listen. I'm going to sit down and talk to people and listen. So thank you for your time. Please vote for Keith Vogt on November 6th.